a number of people read the script and just kind of said, what the hell is this? And whether other people agree with me or not, I kind of don't mind, because I know that I'm making a movie that I would really want to see.
Action.
It's one of those stories where a character sets off on a quest to learn something about the world, but ultimately comes back to learn something about himself.
He's not having a good time.
See? Hey, hi, Scott. I'm just going right now to the Alexandra Hotel. Yeah, okay, see you. Scott Cosa, the scriptwriter.
I'm really speechless. I mean, I've been here for a week now, and everything about the movie has so completely exceeded my expectations.
I mean, I want to play it like as a two-shot, really. One shot here of Christian on a little tighter lens, kind of like this, sort of looking over at her. And so that's from this angle. And then from the same angle, this is really right down here on the floor. We need to get a weird 10 millimeter shot of her picking up the phone at 48 frames per second.
Okay.
I wanted to write something that came as much from my gut as possible, without regard for what, the market, whether there would be an audience for it. At the time in my life, it was important for me to learn how to write stuff that I found fulfilling.
And action.
Cut.
I was looking to direct something that I didn't write, because all the films I've done up to this point have been movies that I've written and directed. So I wanted to do something that someone else had written, so I was looking around for stuff. Kind of forces Trevor to say, no, he didn't. He just kept blowing right through it.
Right. When I was writing, and one of the reasons why I thought, well, this movie couldn't really be made is because of Trevor's character, the whole weight loss issue. And never in my wildest dreams did I think an actor would actually go to the lengths that Christian has gone to.
In Scott's script is described as a walking skeleton, essentially.
Help me! I need some help here!
It feels great. It feels like a kind of a victory, because I did kind of just emaciate and destroy myself, and to the point where I kind of just watching me run is a joke, because I just have no leg muscles or anything.
Everyone was kind of like very shocked by how thin he was, but at the same time, part of me was going like, that's great, he looks perfect, you know what I mean?
I have a whole nother movie about guilt that I could write just as a result of watching this man walk around 120 pounds, not eating for weeks. I just didn't think it was possible.
I didn't eat. That was it.
We spent probably 2.5 years going to various companies in the States looking for financing for The Machinist.
A lot of different financiers looked at this movie and kind of said, you know, this is just too bizarre a movie, and we want you to change stuff, and we need you to alter the script and everything. And Filmax just said, we love it, and don't change a thing.
When they agreed to do it, I mean, part of the condition was that I'm going to make, this is the kind of movie I'm going to make, and if you want to make this movie the way I want to make it, then let's do it.
Jennifer.
Bueno, esta película es quizá uno de los proyectos atípicos de la casa porque a mí me llega como muy arropado dentro de los propios ejecutivos de la compañía. Bueno, era excepcional porque era una película en principio de riesgo, no era una película fácil.
El guión del Maquinista llegó a través de un amigo que en este caso sabía que había gustado mucho al director y que estaba muy interesada en trabajar con él. Recuerdo que me envió el guión al hotel, lo leí y inmediatamente pensé que era una película que podíamos traernos a España a rodar, y con Brad Anderson ya pues ofreció unas garantías importantes el proyecto.
Nosotros sí que hemos creído en su capacidad visual y hemos depositado mucha confianza en que nos hiciera la película que nos explicaba que estaba viendo, que coincidía con la que nosotros queríamos ver.
Graba, 9/6/4.
You make people nervous, man. You look like shit, acting all crazy.
Nothing's up with me. It was an accident. I don't know what's got to live with about you.
Good cut. All right, good.
Well, the only issue for me was whether or not we were going to be able to make Barcelona look like Los Angeles.
I mean, nobody thought when we first read The Machinist that we'd be filming it in Barcelona. It seemed like the last place.
Cada localización, cada día en un espacio exterior, pues por muy bien elegido que estuviese, pues había que hacer una intervención y en general bastante grande como para hacer que el espectador, hasta el espectador americano cuando la vea, no sepa que eso no se ha rodado en la costa oeste de América.
Well, let's see what we got. Oh, you know, this is dangerous. I think I got the reputation for being somewhat kind of obsessive on this shoot, having to be the guy who was, you know, watching over every little exact detail.
You know, sometimes they'll just stick them on here, like, you know.
Normally, if I'm making a movie in New York, I'm not normally sitting there concerned about, you know, if the license plates are all American, you know what I mean? Or, you know, that the sign at the end of the street is an American stop sign and not a European stop sign.
Okay, good.
I don't know, it kind of says something about the United States a little bit, that for us to make it look like the US, we've kind of filmed in all of the worst areas of Barcelona.
La habitación de Steve.
Brad's great. I think I've really enjoyed working with him. He's really smart, he's very easygoing, he's very direct.
Maybe it's just the way it needs to be played.
What if we, instead of saying this, he said, they say the guy next door doesn't exist. He does. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I trust him.
Look, just, we lose that? I don't think it works. Just, right.
When he mentioned Jennifer's name like a few months ago, I thought that is so absolutely perfect.
Action.
She's very good at expressing vulnerability. She plays these very sort of tortured, vulnerable characters in a lot of her movies, and that's absolutely at the heart of the character she's playing in this movie, the character of Stevie.
And Brad. Shh. Action.
Why is he doing this?
Fuck you. Get the fuck out.
You bet I will, oh!
Fucking creep. Psychopath. Now I know why you're afraid of doctors. You're a fucking psychopath.
I thought it was a great character study about insomnia. For me, that was the most sort of intriguing thing, like what happens to a person that doesn't sleep and how their world is so altered and how important sleep is to be sane and healthy.
And the idea of a machinist, a man operating very dangerous, heavy machinery while being as fatigued as this character is, and having, and being sleepless for a year, there's some perverse kind of tension to it that I think Hitchcock would have liked.
His life is essentially something that in the present he's just consumed with anxiety, and he has this intense fear of something that's going to happen.
Alfred is reaching down, or I should say reaching up from beyond the grave.
Vale, señores, atentos, por favor.
You kind of hold the belt, but for a second, like you're kind of holding it back, and then it's just too much, and it takes it.
We need to create some little hook or something that it kind of gets like caught underneath this one here. That's the we'll get reactions like that.
Where's he? Shit, asshole! What's it doing, buddy? What? Mr. Breaker!
Maybe we could just give him a line like,
A ver si puedes decir, a ver que digas alguna frase.
hey, hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you. Get out.
Yeah, play with it a little bit.
¿Te lo habéis explicado?
I hadn't seen much of Aitana outside of that Walk in the Clouds with Keanu Reeves, and I thought she was quite lovely in that film and very endearing, and that's sort of the character I wanted Marie to play, you know.
You're doing this very...
You could see why Trevor goes to that cafe every night and gets his pie and coffee, because he thinks this woman's, she's lovely and she radiates something.
Clar, si poguessis anar aquí estaria collonut, però...
La verdad es que me estimula mucho rodar en otros idiomas, porque lo que a priori puede ser un problema o una dificultad añadida, se convierte en un estímulo. Para mí es como otra piel más del personaje, te ayuda a, no sé, a expresarte de una manera determinada, a moverte.
That much arm would move all the time.
I mean, with Christian, and actually with most of the actors on this project, there was so little that I felt I needed to do, because they got the character right off the bat.
This is good. Can I hold on to these and let John... I'm going to see John tonight.
Action!
I'm just getting some makeup test.
Some little scar that is like that.
And I'm just looking at the beginnings of the prosthetics.
You could use like a mold of a real toe, right?
Yeah,
This is a glove that you...
Well, it's a little bit here, and like this.
This is the big toe from my left foot, and this is the pinky of my right.
Vale, pues vamos a por la primera, chicos, todos cerrados.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
The way that Xavi is shooting it, it feels perhaps as much like a Kafka or a Dostoevsky novel as any film that I've seen.
Estamos haciendo la casa de Trevor sin luz.
I hope there's something about the look and the feeling and the tone that feels a little bit like an anachronism, like something from another era, you know? A little bit otherworldly.
It crawls to the plate. Starts to pull on it.
Muchas de las localizaciones no eran rodables, lo que se dice rodables en el término cinematográfico, ¿no? Estábamos poco obligados por lo que encontrábamos.
When I was given the tour of the Barcelona sewer system, which is some kind of tour. When I saw that location and saw those cool tunnels just disappearing off into the distance, it felt like this should be the place that he ends up. He should end up down in the sewers, in like the pit, you know? Shooting in that sewer wasn't easy. It was real raw human sewage flowing under our feet. But just to show Christian's commitment, you know, we offered him to wear like special rubber boots under his wardrobe, but he refused.
Nadie en este túnel, para la mirada. Nadie en este túnel, abajo. Action.
So he was running through, you know, a stream of raw human waste with no any kind of protection or anything.
I admire immersion very much, but I'm not going to take that to stupid lengths. I'm not going to do it for the sake of it. It's only worth it if it's for telling a really great story.
O sea, la verdad que la película era una película compleja para el equipo tanto de cámara, de maquinistas como de eléctricos. Es una película que nos ha arrastrado, o sea, físicamente y psicológicamente. O sea, la hemos vivido con una intensidad brutal.
Colega, se lo viene encima, colega. This is for when the cars go by.
Well, I don't think I'd jump off a building to, you know, finish my movie or put a bullet through my head.
Maybe even on your knees like this.
But this has been an accident-prone shoot. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, like 4 or 5 people suffered bodily harm in the making of this movie. Well, there is no pain, no gain, as they say. I was unfortunate in prepping this film to have had a little accident as we were in pre-production of the movie. I sprained my ankle, tore a tendon, so now I am in rehabilitation. Right. And then, you know, shortly after I got off my crutches, my back went out. I directed the movie from a gurney.
Nacho, man,
It seems like it's quite comfortable to direct the film, no?
Getting all of the most embarrassing moments possible.
You have to suffer through the process, but you also are obligated to bring all the other people down with you. And that's what's difficult.
Hemos estado en exteriores a 40 grados, que la gente se ponía enferma del sol.
Esto es un horno total. Es un horno.
Shooting a movie in Spain in August is not the wisest of ideas.
Si fuera agosto, estamos en junio. Espérate que venga agosto. Ya verás. Cuando venga julio va a ser...
Está rodando en interiores a 38 grados con un tanto por ciento de humedad altísimo, que estábamos como en saunas.
It's something that I found with losing a lot of weight. You're able to deal with the heat. Yeah.
Working with Filmax has been, they've been incredibly supportive, and unlike a lot of American studios, they have allowed me to realize the film my own way, and that's been a real, like, great thing.
The
Let's get one on Aitana, one on Marta, and then we'll do one more on Aitana and the other, and on the Indian guy. Carlos, playback quickly. Here's the intersection. The mushroom is right here.
Oh, that's just different. The idea, right? Yeah.
Trevor's car is coming down here. And so let's see, how would that work? She's carrying all the groceries and falls out of her groceries and he runs to pick it up. He tries to pick it up. When you get to the middle of the street, you're going to knock it off, it's going to fall to the ground, you're going to reach down, pick it up, and then you're going to try to put it back together, and then I'm going to yell, not you, and you're going to look up at the camera. That's all you got to do. That's a good frame. So the kid, maybe if we can move him even a little further that way. Good, the plane is good actually, we like the plane. Essentially our cue is when the boy more or less start of these people, one car heading in that direction. This is the middle of the street, right? Trevor's coming down here. By the time mother gets over here, she realizes that her son is not right behind her, but stopped. Because right in this position, Anthony stops to pick up the ice cream. And that's where Trevor...
Stop!
I didn't even see it. What happened? I wasn't even watching. Was it any good? Feels like it's been a long shoot. I mean, it has, I don't know, 40 days isn't outrageously long, but it's not, well, it's not a really short shoot either. We're done, and I think we got essentially everything I needed to get. No, I'm very excited. I think everyone's ready to finish.
Poder tener a ese director, a ese actor, esa actriz, ese equipo con el que tú has soñado en algún momento y poder decir es posible tenerlos, a mí me parece algo absolutamente fascinante, como todo lo que está relacionado con el cine.
You've got to just say to yourself, do I think it's good? Do I think I've done a good job on this? And that's it. And that I get my satisfaction from working on it right here, right now.
Thank you everybody so much. It's been an incredible movie. It's all been fantastic.
Well, I'm just still stunned by the weight loss.
Above all, regardless of whether the movie's good or bad, there's always that sense of like, well, you know what, we did it. Can I unclip? Are we done?